It tested the process, and it was ready to go. And I showed it to Mr. Knobs at the convention in Las Vegas, and he sounded interested, but didn't really move forward with it. So then when the new kit options came out where we could do the Plan One, Earn Money Fast plan, I thought, this concept would work into that particular plan for my group. And so since we didn't have the coordinates, I decided we could just use blushes in place of it. And then I started to work in earnest developing what we call color fit. And I worked on developing a brochure and a PowerPoint. My consultants were interested in me pursuing it, but at the advisory board meeting when I explained the concept to the ladies there, they sounded very interested. So I had Linda Hughes, a graphic artist, take my rough draft and make it a beautiful brochure and PowerPoint. Then Mr. Knobs and Emily set it up into a kit form at a very good price so people could start business very economically. So here we are tonight introducing you to this total simple program. And here's some of the process. First of all, the development of the color fit concept. I worked on various ideas to bring together a less expensive makeup kit that would give good advice on flattering makeup colors for the client, but in a simplified approach. This was to meet the needs of attracting more people to start a business in our color and image division that did not take long-term training. Color Fit emerged, which is a simple solution to finding flattering makeup colors for your clients. We do a quick test comparing blushes with the natural skin tone to determine which color collections in makeup would work best. The Color Fit concept is easy to learn, easy to duplicate, as the training process is short, and it takes a minimal investment. So that's why the tagline, Color Fit is so simple you can carry your big business in a small bag. We tested the blushes and Color Fit collections on various clients and consultants of different ages, ethnicities, skin tones, values, etc., to determine the system worked. And then remember, but what I really want everybody to remember is this is a general system. It's not meant to be compared to Color Alliance, our color analysis, or it's not meant to be in competition. It's a generic version that refined and it is generic and not refined and individualized like the Color Alliance system. So, right away, just keep that in mind. So we did develop the Color Fit brochure, and the idea on this was to keep it simple with, within the requirements of minimal training. And so this brochure serves a dual purpose. The design is to train a new consultant about the concept and application for makeup, as well as have a handout to show clients which colors are her best. And it also has a sponsoring insert which suggests Color Fit may be their answer to earning extra income. So then we needed a PowerPoint, and the idea for this PowerPoint is that it would serve many purposes. When using the PowerPoint, you have the ability to hide slides, and so what we're looking at is you can have it be a design for teaching and training, and after training, the consultant would have the new PowerPoint to go back and study the concepts, the blush comparisons, the makeup application closings, ways to earn money, and how to sponsor. The PowerPoint is great for presentations, so if you did a women's group or organization, you could do speaking at their meetings and show this PowerPoint. It's about 15 minutes that you could make it into, and it would show the best selection of makeup and standard makeup application techniques. Now, I used it for a presentation I did for putting your look together for the interview for a group of low-income women who were wanting to get back in the workforce. And so that was kind of fun, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. The PowerPoint introduces Color Fit as a business. It shows the concept of business, the simplicity of it, and how you can earn money. And it's also a PowerPoint that it would be good to have at trade shows, so it could just be rotating around and people can see it. So if you've copied off the attachments that were sent with the email, then go ahead and take out the copy of the brochure with the inserts, because we're going to talk just a little bit about the brochure first. And you also had a copy of Selecting the Blushes and a copy of what comes in the kit. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But first, look at the brochure. It's meant to be folded in half, so the cover has the lipsticks and the logo ColorFit. And then when you open it up, you see the 3 collections with different lipsticks. And I think it's really pretty. I love how the colors look. We have a warm group, a cool group, and what we call a universal group. We're not dividing this into seasons like winter, summer, autumn, spring. That's not what we're doing. We're just doing it very simple. Since ColorFit is a simple solution to finding flattering makeup colors, let's look at and see how we can actually test and compare the blushes to the skin tone. And from this, then we'll determine the ColorFit collection. So go ahead and pull out the sheet that has the 3 blushes at the top, because this is how we're going to do the steps to find the exact best collection. So in those steps, if you just take and do it, mainly it just takes the will to jump in with both feet and just do it, because it's just that quick. You can have figured it out in 3 minutes. But if you look at the 3 blushes at the top, that's what we're going to use to compare to skin tones. So when you have your kit, you would have the 3 blushes, okay, and those are the colors. So first you wipe off any blush or lipstick. You don't need to wash off their makeup. There's all kinds of ways to do this, but I'm giving you the very simplest approach. If you're going to do a skincare class, it goes great with that. But I'm just giving you it from the very least steps you could possibly do, because we're keeping it very simple. So what you're going to do is wipe off the lipstick or blush. Then you're going to look at the 2 most opposite blushes. It would be the Appleberry and the Sunkiss. And they're, one is very cool and one is very warm. And the words that describe it is that the blush that you would keep or that would work would make the skin look healthy, vibrant, in harmony. It actually flows into the skin. The blush you would eliminate would separate, stand out, look dissonant, not harmonious. The skin may look pale or pale. And generally it's easier to see the one that just clashes with the skin and just doesn't look good. So you're going to eliminate that one right off the top. Next you compare that Appleberry to the Cinnaberry blush. And actually both blushes are going to look good. So you don't have to worry that one is going to be bad on the person. They're both going to actually look good. They'll both be pleasing. And so now you want to determine the order of preference. Do you see that the Appleberry or the Cinnaberry, whichever one you would be comparing, would be number 1 or number 2? And you'll see down on step 7, it has it all written out that first choice is Appleberry, then you give them the cool collection as far as what that would harmonize with them. So when you look in your brochure, if Appleberry was the first, the best one, then that's the collection that you would try to sell to them. Then if Sunkiss was the first collection, then you'd look at the warm collection, and that would be the collection that would really work and harmonize with them. Now, if Cinnaberry was the first choice, then it depends what was second. Is it Cinnaberry to Appleberry or Cinnaberry to Sunkiss? And it shows on this little sheet exactly what lipstick you would give to them depending on what was the second one. But the universal collection would be what you would be selling to them, but they would have a choice of lipstick, and you would go exactly by this little chart. It's that simple. It takes about, like I said, 3 minutes to actually do the test, not even that. And so I know every one of you could do that. Now, just practice it on yourself and then try it on somebody else, and you'll have it down pat. It's that quick. And, you know, when I talked about that presentation a little bit earlier, I had about 20 women in my group. So what I did is I just cut out these little blushes from the paper, and I had them work with each other just to kind of have a little exercise to do, and they could see which colors were best for them. So anybody can do this, and they had a great time. So Janique has made the PowerPoint available to download from the website under Focus and Forms. It's at the bottom called ColorFit PowerPoint. It takes a little while to download, so when you're ready to download it, just know it's not going to happen in 2 minutes. It'll take a few minutes.